Welcome to the Succulent home, and yeah, it's me. Yeah, I just dyed my hair back to brown. Hopefully you like it. If not, hey, I wanted something new because it's summer, and I'm gonna share it with you. You like this? Comment below if you don't. When I came home, my husband's like, really? I was just getting used to that blonde. I was like, it's just too much to keep up. For those girls who know how hard it is to lift dark color hair to just have it lighter again, it like thrashes your hair and it's like a long process. Okay, let's just fast forward to why you even clicked on this video. I got a Lowe's plant haul. I was excited because I picked up another lavender. Remember those lavender that I picked up for the side of my house because I wanted to plant something in that flower bed area? And I loved this lavender because the lavender that's in my front yard, it's beautiful. It has a good lavender fragrance. It's pretty strong, but not overwhelming. I love that it attracts the bees because, I don't know, I just love seeing God's creation and how it reproduces and what it's created to do and pollinate. And I just love the whole concept. And so, I wanted to get more lavender. I didn't necessarily get that specific lavender, but I got lavender. So I went back to a Lowe's because we have 2 Lowe's in my hometown. And I wanted to see if they had anything in their 50% off. And they did. There was only one left, but it wasn't even 50% off. Mind you, the reason why they're a little bit discounted right now, it's because of I think that they were starting to die, you know? So, okay, so I got the lavender. I got one of the bigger ones. The last ones, okay, so you see it. It's still got good color to it right here. This is how the lavender kind of blooms out. They kind of like go like this. I got it for $1, guys. Now, when I bought the other, because this is considered the larger one, the larger ones that I got last time were on sale for $3 each, and the smaller ones were $1. So for me to get this one and it was $1, I was like, I'm gonna get that, bing, score. But I picked up some other things that I wanted to put in that section. One, because do you see how like sage green this is? Almost could be like mint, and it has this whole like velvety like feeling to it. I know you might not be able to see it and like tell, but it is velvety. But okay, so let me show you the other plants that I got. They're all from the same, it's all the same one, but they come little, like you know how like they come in those little tiny squares. So that's how it is. They are the Dusty Miller. Do you see that? Okay, these were $2.48, and they have, look at that same color, sage green. They have like this, still the same as that lavender, that velvety, frosty look to them. And when they bloom, it's like yellow little flowers. At least the reason why I liked these and I wanted these and I was kind of on the hunt for them was because at my job they have these planted there, and I'm like, oh, they're so gorgeous. They're gorgeous in winter, even when they're not bloomed. They're gorgeous in spring, summer, fall. And so, yeah, bloom prized for foliage. Water 2 times per week. More often when dry. So it's kind of like succulents. It's like you're not going to want to water them all the time. Full sun. That's what they say right here. Full sun. So I got 1, 2, I got 4 of them. I don't need to fit all 4, but do you see how they're like in these little rectangle little things right here? So they say to plant 3 of them in a bunch, but I don't know if they mean, comment below if you know. It's probably gonna be too late because I'm gonna go ahead and plant them right now. They say plant 3, right? So there's 6 of these little things, right? So do they mean 3 of these little things or 3 of these things? they should be more specific when they're talking about this kind of stuff. Because people like me, who are just new to the planting game, things need to be more detailed. I guess I could Google it, or I can just plant it, and then you guys can comment, and if I need to change it, I will. That's the beauty about having a channel that has other plant lovers, succulent lovers that are knowledgeable. You guys feed me the knowledge, and I appreciate it. So let's go ahead, fast forward to me planting. So this is the section that I'm gonna go ahead and plant these Dusty Millers and that one lavender. I'm gonna go ahead, let me just show you. Okay, so right here at the very end, I planted the smallest one. The one at this very end right here is a larger one. So what I'll do is, to balance out the larger one on that end, I'll put that larger one that I bought and I'll just plant it right there where you see it on top. I think the Dusty Miller, I'm gonna put 2 on this side. Okay, again, please, I know I see the weeds. I gotta pull them. I just haven't yet, and I will. I'm gonna put the 2 Dusty Millers there, and I think either I should put the other 2 on this side just so it's like all balanced, and then, you know, or so it looks like I did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that that's what I should do? I think that that's what I'll do. I think that's what I should do. So let's go ahead and start a planting. Okay, so I think I'm going to just plant right here in this section. Like I said, there's a bee right there because they're already coming for the lavender. Oh, don't get stung. Probably gonna need your gloves unless you like to get dirty. I kind of like to get dirty sometimes. Okay. Might as well pull a little leaves while I'm right here. What happened was my husband threw some grass dirt that was right here. When we redid the cement, for those of you who watched that video, in order to lay the cement, they had to dig up the grass, the dirt, and what he did was he used some of that dirt to like fill in here. But what happens is there's still grass. There's still grass, like seeds and roots and stuff. So this is why you see this like Bermuda grass right here. So I'm just gonna pull it along the way. And again, remember I told you guys I'm gonna do the whole, we're gonna lay rocks. So that's gonna at least help a little bit with what's going on right here. Okay, so right here I'm already hitting the water drip line is right here. So I might have to just come up a little bit more this way, which is okay, because we're redoing the fence next week, which is good, because some of you were like, oh, why don't you stay in that fence? Well, we're getting a new one. So I won't have to stay in this old one, we'll just stay in the new one. You see what I'm talking about with this grass? I feel like him doing that made my job a lot harder when it comes to pulling weeds. And obviously, when it comes to planting. The beautiful part about spring and summer being here is that now we can plant outdoors and not just have to plant in pots. Okay, I think that's pretty deep enough. So it's pretty dried out. Let me just kind of break this up a little bit. Not too much, just kind of, just so I can put it in right here. Let's start. Ugh. For some that are like real perfectionists, you guys are probably like cringing, like, why don't you pull all those weeds and before you do all that? I guess I could, but then what's the fun of planting? I'd be pulling weeds forever. I don't want to do that. This top soil is like so dry. I'm just crushing the top a little bit of the soil into the soil that I'm planting it in. Okay. I think that's good. This little worm. Suck. I would not do that. Maybe if I was like on Survivor and I needed to eat something. They got protein, don't they? Okay. So now I think what I'm going to do is now plant 2 of these over. I don't know if I should, or do you think I should just plant them in a big pot for right now? Maybe I should just do them in a big pot and see how they go, and then I can transplant them. How about that? Maybe I'll do that. Okay. I done lugged everything from one side of my backyard to this side of the backyard, okay? It's pretty far. I even carried this pot that I'm now gonna use those dusty millers to plant in, because I figure they're so small right now that maybe I should just put them in a pot, see how they do, and then I can transplant them over there by the lavender. Now, This, like I said, is on the opposite side of my house. But, I think it'll look good right here. Because as you can see, it's just rocks. And I'll show you like a little view after I'm done potting and you can watch that. So I went and I got some of my recycle because what I think is, because it's a pretty big pot, I'm gonna just throw these at the bottom so that way I don't have to waste a lot of soil, a lot of good soil. And if you're wondering if this is okay, it's okay. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use my succulent soil, which is probably okay to use. And I'm gonna just start filling this. I'm hoping this is enough. If it's not, then I'm gonna have to do another trip to Lowe's. That's Nevaeh, guys.
Hey.
You remember her? I'm sure you guys do. Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's
okay.
I get hit a lot.
So, it's a pretty, there's enough dirt in here. I would have liked it to go all the way to right here, but it's okay that it's not. No.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna start planting them. What it says is, it's okay though. Average mature, they get to 10 to 4 inches in height, and they get to 12 to 16 inches in width. Okay guys, guess what? The memory went out.
Ugh. That's a YouTuber's biggest pet peeve.
Is the memory or the battery going off
Yes.
on your camera.
So you guys missed all of that good planting.
All that good planting, like more than half of our planting. And you did such a good job.
Thank you.
I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this video with me. Okay, well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna just show you just a last minute.
What does it look like?
What it looks like. This is what Nevaeh and I did.
So
we
this is
planted
like my side
all of them. We got gypped with some of them because some of those little containers were just filled
with these.
Just
And
dirt.
Lowe's, don't get us again.
Because you know why? We're gonna get you in that review spot.
Yeah.
You know that little Yelp review?
Yeah. Oh, and we kept these two just in case, like, if we need to take them back or something happens.
Can't see you.
Okay. We kept these two just in case something happens, or
Okay, put
like
it in there.
if we need to do something. Yeah.
We kept those because in case we forget some of the details, because this is the first time I'm ever even using or planting Dusty Millers. I love the way Dusty Millers look because of seeing them and how they look in full mature growth at my work.
Yeah.
They turn like, right now they're like a minty green.
Yeah, but like in the snow, they look like frosted.
Yes, in the winter,
silver
they
and
look
white.
silver frosty.
It's so pretty.
So pretty. I love it.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, so until the next
like-
video, guys, thanks for planting with Nevaeh and I. God bless. Bye.